Hello students, welcome to all of you Shiksha 360, and Shiksha 360 provides different courses on the JAB, CAP, certificate course and promotion exam. So today we have to discuss very important topic, that is HUF, Hindu Undivided Family. Clear? So this from in your examination, definitely you will find that question from this topic. Clear? Like different types of the account, and one of the most important account, that is HUF. Why people will open this account and who will open this account, what is the criteria for opening this account, what are the benefits for opening this account, what all these things we have to cover in the upcoming 10 to 15 minutes. So let's start our discussion. First of all, what is HUF? HUF basically stands for the Hindu Undivided Family, comprises all people in a family. Clear? So basically in this account, all are to be included, all people in a family, including wives of the sons and unmarried children who are lineal descendants of a common ancestor. Clear? Who are lineal descendants of a common ancestor. Clear? That is all members of a family. So by forming a family unit and accumulating funds to form a HUF, taxes can be saved. Clear? So one important reason why the HUF is to be formed, for saving of the tax. Okay. So by forming a family unit and accumulating funds to form a HUF, taxes can be saved. HUF is taxed independently from the members thereof. Clear? So that is, there is a different criteria for the HUF. Clear? That is simple, and we can say that there is a different PAN card for the HUF. Clear? There is a different PAN card for the HUF. I think all of you are aware regarding the PAN card fourth letter. PAN card fourth letter. Clear? So in the HUF, what is the fourth letter for the PAN card? Can anyone tell? In the, like, we can say that, like, we can one, this is A, B, C. This is the fourth letter. So fourth letter in the case of the HUF, it is always H. Clear? It is always H. That it means that PAN card, it is for the HUF. Okay. So HUF is taxed independently from the members thereof. A family of Hindus. So now this is who can form the HUF. A family of Hindus can come together. Clear? A family of Hindus can come together and form a HUF. Clear? A family of Hindus can come together and form a HUF. Similarly, HUF may also be created. Clear? A HUF may also be created by the Buddhists, Jains, and Sikhs. Okay. Sometimes, as it name says, that basically who can create the HUF account, that is only by the Hindus, as the name suggests. No, it can also be created by the Buddhists, Jains, and Sikhs. HU have its own PAN, clear, which I have already discussed with you. HUA have its own PAN and irrespective of its owners, and file its own tax returns. Clear? So HUF has its own PAN card irrespective of its owners, and they file its own tax returns. Clear? Own tax returns. So next one, an HUF automatically comes into existence on the day that a person gets married. Clear? And HUF automatically comes into existence on the day that a person gets married. However, from various legal and financial aspects, clear? However, for various legal and financial aspects, it is always advisable. Clear? However, for various legal and financial aspects, it is always advisable to prepare an agreement known as the HUF deed. Clear? Known as the HUF deed. This deed, it is usually required by the banks and the income tax department. Clear? So this deed, it is usually required by the banks and the income tax department. Clear? Like, first of all, what is the meaning of that? Why? What is present under that? Clear? Like, we can say that there are 5 members. Clear? So they will mention that after the death of the main person, who is the next person in that? Clear? Who is the next person in that? Clear? Like all these things. Okay. So the Karta of the HUF, clear? The Karta of the HUF, it is the eldest male member in the family. Clear? The Karta of the HUF is the eldest male member in the family. The HUF, it is a separate legal entity. Clear? The HUF, it is a separate legal entity. However, This is not a legal person. Clear? The HUF, it is a separate legal entity, but it is not a person. Clear? It is an entity. However, this is not a legal person. So HUF, it is a legal entity by virtue of registration. Clear? So HUF, it is a legal entity by virtue of registration of HUF deed. If it is not a legal person, as this is a body, clear, it is not a legal person, as this is a body whose composition, clear, as this is a body whose composition changes by the births, deaths, marriages, and divorces. Clear? It is not a legal person, as this is, it is a body whose composition changes, clear, whose composition changes by births, deaths, marriages, and divorces. Legal persons are the creation of the law. Clear? Legal persons are the creation of the law. A legal entity is any company. Clear? Legal persons are the creation of the law, and a legal entity, it is any company or organization that has legal rights and responsibilities, including tax filings. Clear? Legal persons are the creation of the law, and a legal entity, it is a company or organization. Clear? Legal entity, it is a company or an organization that has legal rights and responsibilities. Clear? That has legal rights and responsibilities, including tax filings. Clear? That has legal rights and responsibilities, including tax filings. The HUF Karta. Clear? The HUF Karta. Karta, it is the senior most member. Clear? The HUF Karta, it is the senior host. It is the most senior male member, male family member, and it can also be considered the family manager in the financial terms. Clear? So the HUF Karta is the senior most male family member and can also be considered the family manager in the financial terms. A corpus is established in this HUF account. Clear? A corpus is established in this HUF account where any member of the family, clear, a corpus is established in this HUF account where any member of the family can pool their money. Clear? A corpus is established in this HUF account where any member of the family can pool their money. Karta, basically, who's that? That is head of the family. Clear? Karta, who's that one? That is the head of the family. Karta, that is the head of the family, will be allowed to manage the corpus. Clear? Karta, that is the head of the family, will be allowed to manage the corpus. Karta's signature would be needed for any bank transaction. Clear? Karta's signature would be needed for any bank transaction. The other members are the only HUF participants are also known as corporations. Clear? Corporations. That is, like we can say, the main member, it is known as the Karta, and rest are co-partners. Okay. So Karta to have, that is all the control, that is all signing power, it is in the hands of the Karta. It is the senior most member. Here they have seen that it is a senior most male member. Clear? Earlier there is only the male member, it is to be formed as the Karta. Now, after that, basically, there are some little changes under that, which I will also discuss. Clear? So Karta to have absolute control over the HUF account. Clear? Karta to have absolute control over the HUF account. Any transaction made by each member of the family. Clear? Any transaction made by each member of the family on the behalf of the HUF account, it is controlled by the Karta. Clear? Any transaction made by each member of the family on behalf of the HUF account, it is controlled by the Karta. Only a co-parsoner, clear? Only a co-parsoner or one member cannot form a HUF. Clear? Only a co-parsoner or one member cannot form a HUF. Clear? Like we can say that father, wife, sorry, father, that person's the like A, we can say that like B. Here two persons. A is the Karta, male member, and B is the wife of A. And here one more person, C. C is the son, or like D, daughter. Clear? So in this way, HUF it is to form. Clear? In this way, HUF it is to form, or like we can say that if they not want to include like their daughter, so they will remove that. Clear? Like three persons. Clear? So this is the minimum, like it is to be formed like in this way. Or rest, it depends how many members you want it. It depends upon yourself. Okay. So only one male member. Clear? Only one male member, it is enough. Clear? Only one male member, it is enough to form a HUF account. Clear? Only one male member, it is enough to form a HUF account. It is not mandatory. Clear? It is not mandatory to have two or more male members to open a HUF account. Clear? HUF enjoys the numerous tax benefits. Clear? It is not mandatory to have, two or more male members to open an account. Clear? It is not mandatory to have two or more male members to open an account, HUF enjoys numerous tax benefits. Clear? HUF enjoys numerous tax benefits. Okay. Now, next one, that is what are the disadvantages? Clear? Now, what are the disadvantages under the HUF account? Clear? Although HUF as a family, clear? Although HUF as a family sounds like the best way to save tax. Clear? Also, HUF as a family sounds like the best way to save tax. It comes with its own disadvantages. Clear? So there are some disadvantages also under that. First one, without the consent of all the members, the common property cannot be sold. Clear? Without the consent of all the members, the common property cannot be sold. Second one, an HUF can become too massive to handle. Clear? An HUF. First one, that is without the consent of all the members. Clear? That is, if there is any common property, that cannot be sold. Second one, an HUF basically can become too massive to handle. Several instances, like there is a fight between the partners, like between the family members. Clear? Several instances where partners or the families, clear? Several instances where partners or the families fight it out on typical household expenses. Clear? Several instances where partners or families fight it out on typical household expenses have come to light, forgetting to pool funds. Clear? Have come to light, forgetting to pool funds. Clear? Divorce rates are increasing and the HUF is thus losing values as a tax vehicle. Clear? Divorce rates are increasing and thus the HUF is thus losing value as a tax vehicle. Clear? Just these are some of the disadvantages. Clear? We have to think over both sides. Clear? What are the positive and what are the negative? Next one, that is a partition. It is the only way. Clear? A partition. It is the only way a HUF can be resolved. Clear? A partition. It is the only way HUF can be resolved. All the members must consent to get the HUF disbanded. Clear? All the members must consent to get the HUF disbanded. Resources are assigned to members under a partition, which can lead to a lot of conflict. That can be great deal of legal hassle. Clear? That can be great deal of legal hassle. Clear? Just these are some of the disadvantages. The main disadvantage, that is this one. That is under that with the consent of, without the consent of all the members, the common property cannot be sold. Clear? Without the consent of all the members, the common property cannot be sold here. Please remember these points. Now, next one, like what are the some other points, like we have discussed from the starting, that is it has some tax benefits. Clear? So in which way this is a tax benefit? First one, that is HUF is not allowed to open a tax saving account like tax saving FD or ELSS mutual funds or PPF account. Clear? But it can claim tax deduction on the amount. Clear? But it can claim tax deductions on the amount deposited in the PPF account of its members of up to rupees 1.5 lakh under section 80C of the Income Tax Act 1961. Clear? So, but it can claim tax deductions. Clear? But it can claim tax deductions on the amount deposited under the PPF account of its members of up to how much amount? That is of up to rupees 1.5 lakh under section 80C. Clear? Under section 80C of the Income Tax Act 1961. Clear? Under section 80C of the Income Tax Act 1961. HUF, clear? Which type of account they can open? Clear? So HUF can open a saving account. They can also open a current account and a term deposit account. Clear? Term deposit account, but not like these can we consider like not tax saving FD or ESS mutual funds. Clear? HUF can also open account which is related to the borrowings like term loan, cash credits. Clear? So these are the different things which they can open. Like it can open a saving account, current account, and a term deposit account. Next one, second one, that is HUF can also open a account which is related to the borrowings like term loan, cash credit, etc. The senior most male member of the family. Clear? The senior most male member of the family, it is the karta. The senior most male member of the family is the karta in an HUF account. Clear? The senior most male member of the family is the karta in an HUF account. Until 2016, female members of a family were not allowed to become the karta. Clear? Till 2016, female members basically were not allowed to become the karta. But the Delhi High Court in a case in 2016 stated that the eldest female member of the family, being a co-parsoner, is an HUF is allowed to become the karta. Clear? That is, as we know that females are also included under the co-parsoner. So then why it will not become the karta? Clear? So in the High Court decision in the 2016, that is the eldest female member of the family being a co-parsoner in an HUF is allowed to be the karta. Clear? So earlier, like here we have discussed who can become the karta, like the HUF is the most senior male member. Clear? But later on, we have also find that after 2016, the female member can also become the karta. Clear? The female member can also become the karta. Very, very important point. Clear? Like in the examination, sometimes they will ask question, who can become the karta? Clear? Who can become the karta? Clear? So please remember this point. Clear? So please remember this point regarding that. Next, HUF basically. HUF, it is a separate legal entity and has its own documents like PAN card, bank account, etc. Children can also be the part of the HUF account. Clear? Children can also be the part of the HUF account. Every person in the family is eligible to be the part of the HUF. Clear? Every person in the family is eligible to be the part of the HUF. Both the HUF and the Karta are taxed separately. Clear? Both the HUF and the Karta are taxed separately under the Income Tax Act 1961. Clear? Both the HUF and the Karta are taxed separately and under the Income Tax Act 1961. The eldest male member of the family, clear, the eldest male member of the family will become the karta. Even if the previous karta's wife is alive, clear, the eldest male member of the family will become the karta, even if the previous karta's wife it is alive. The NRIs can be the karta of the HUF. Clear, the NRIs can be the karta of the HUF. Also, the HUF will be considered as a non-resident. Clear. So sometimes they will ask question like that, whether NRIs will become the karta of the HUF. Yes, NRIs can be the karta of the HUF. Also, the HUF will be considered as the non-resident. It is mandatory. Clear? It is mandatory. That is to prepare an HUF deed. Clear? It is mandatory to prepare an HUF deed. And HUF deed basically it is an agreement. Clear? What is that? HUF deed is an agreement on a stamp paper that includes the name of the karta. Clear? So what it includes? So what the HUF deed includes? HUF deed, it is an agreement on a stamp paper that includes the name of the karta. Clear? HUF deed, it is an agreement on a stamp paper that includes the name of the karta, members, that is co-parceners, and business details of the HUF. Clear? And business details of the HUF. Like what is the income source of that? Clear? What is the income source of that? Next one. HUF. HUF and the HUF members. Clear? HUF and the HUF members both claim the tax deductions. Clear? HUF and the HUF members both claim the tax deductions. However, they cannot claim the tax deduction for the same investment. Clear? HUF and the HUF members both claim the tax deductions. However, they cannot claim the tax deduction for the same investment. Clear? However, they cannot claim the tax deduction for the same investment. A person who acquires an interest, clear, a person who acquires an interest in the family by birth is the co-parcener, while the wife of the members of the HUF can just be a normal member of the HUF. She cannot be a co-parcener. Clear? She cannot be a co-parcener. Co-parceners basically have the right to enforce the participation of the partition of the HUF, while a normal member does not have the right to enforce the partition. Clear? While a normal member does not have the right to enforce the partition. In the case of the death of the karta, no check on the account should be honored from the time of the notice of the death. Clear? So in the case of the death of the karta, no checks on the account should be honored from the time of notice of the death. Clear? That is, you have to inform that is this person is expired. Only after that, checks will be dishonored. Clear? Before is there is nothing information regarding that, so it will not be possible to stop the payment. Clear? No nomination can be accepted in the respect of the HUF account. Clear? No nomination can be accepted because next person it is already mentioned in the deed. An HUF directly or indirectly cannot become partner of a firm. Clear? An HUF directly or indirectly, that is the HUF directly or indirectly cannot become partner of the firm because the firm it is an association of the individual. Clear? Because the firm it is an association of the individuals. HUF it is a floating body whose composition changes by the births, deaths, marriages, and divorces. Clear? So an HUF basically also cannot become a legal person, hence cannot enter into the agreement of partnership. Clear? An HUF not being a legal person, clear, and HUF not being a legal person cannot enter into the agreement of partnership, clear, cannot enter into the agreement of a partnership. Okay, so I request to all of you, please remember all these points. Now, next one, last point, that is, what are the latest developments in the case of the HUF concepts? Clear. So, what are the latest developments in the case of the HUF concept? A junior co-partner, clear, a junior co-partner of the HUF, clear, a junior co-partner of the HUF can be appointed, clear, a junior co-partner of the HUF can be appointed as the karta if all the co-partners and members give their consent, clear. A junior co-partner of the HUF can be appointed as the karta if all the co-partners and the members give their consent. Second one, a woman can be the karta of the family, clear, a woman can be the karta of the family in her capacity as a co-partner of the HUF if she is the eldest member of the family, clear. A woman can be the karta of the family in her capacity as a co-partner of the HUF if she is the eldest member of the family. Next one, that is, in the absence of the father, the elder minor son could also be the karta of the HUF, clear. So even in the case of the absence of the father, the elder minor son could also act as the karta of the HUF, clear, could also act as the karta of the HUF, clear. So that is, it can say that the minor can also become the karta, woman can also become the karta, clear. So it depends upon case to case, clear. So it depends upon case to case. So what are all the latest developments and all the details regarding the HUF we have discussed with you, clear. Like if at any point we are wrong, so I request to all of you, please tell us so that we can update ourselves also and update to you also. Okay. So thanks to all of you for watching this session, and we will discuss in the next session some other interesting topic. So thanks to all of you.